Welcome to high school soccer on Spanish Fork 17. We're here at Spanish Fork High School and for the game between Spanish Fork High School and Salem Hills High School. And it's going to be a great game tonight. We've got this wonderful new field that Spanish Fork High School has put in place, and if you're wondering where the layout is, the black lining is for soccer. So the Lady Dons are playing against the Salem Hills Skyhawks. Now, one of the things that we've got to say is that the field is also very long. It's 120 yards, so there's lots of space on it as well. So that's also going to make for a great game because lots of space makes for great soccer. Don't forget our sponsors for tonight's game: Lance Wilson State Farm, MVP Sports, Triple T Heating, Cooling and Plumbing, Two Jacks Pizza, Mikkel Thompson and Hunter, attorneys at law, Driggs Mortgage Team, and Clegg Auto. And they help us put this on air, and we give our thanks to them. We hope you do too. At this point, they're going through all of the teams and introducing all of the players. You might hear that in the background. I'll give you a little bit about both teams while that's ongoing. I spoke to both coaches, and they both said that they weren't saying that the way it looks on the table is how it's going to end tonight. If you look at the table for this division in Nebo School District, it looks as if Salem Hills are going to run away with it. They are 2-2, 2 wins, 2 ties is the result in the table so far this season. And the only team that Spanish Fork has beat, the only team that they've beaten, is the team that's bottom of the table. So they're second bottom of the table. And if you look at it that way, it looks as if the Lady Dons don't have really much to hope for. But I'll tell you the truth, the results are much closer than they appear. The Salem Hills result is really only one better than the Spanish Fork result. And also when I spoke to Coach Ford, one of the things he said was that the results that they've had this season probably don't reflect how the game went in each case. They had great games and just didn't win them. And the Salem Hills coach, Lee Gilly, he was not prepared to say that his team would run away with this today. So I think that is more information that says we're going to have a great game this evening. And a couple of other things. Let's give you our match officials for the game. On-field referee will be Carl Johnson, and on the lines it will be Scott Brown and James Cheshire, and they will be running things for us. So like I said, the soccer field is marked in black, and it's a secondary marking on the field, so it turns into white where it becomes football field. And of course, if you listen to my voice, football field is a real field. So that's the teams getting, at least Spanish Fork, getting themselves lined up to play. One of the things that Coach Ford told me is that one of the strongest sections of the Spanish Fork team is the midfield. So they have Lee Harwood, Kenzie McLean, Addie Rigtrip, and Jocelyn Hansbrough, who are all excellent players and will make for a great game just by themselves. So those are the players to watch for on the Spanish Fork team. And the Salem Hills coach said his whole team's in the game. He wasn't ready to tell me that there was anybody who stood out over anybody else. So referee puts the ball into the center. The kick off by Salem Hills, and they send it out left. They don't link up the play. Spanish Fork, they try to go through the solid, can't make their way. Spanish Fork is about the run. They're not going fast enough. They've got to get there. They might just have to clear it. That's what they do. It goes on the far side for the throw in to Salem Hills. If they have a long thrower, this could get into the box. Take a moment while we get the ball back for that. So that first run, Spanish Fork having trouble keeping away from the Salem Hills player. Spanish Fork then, they send it down the line. They've got a player there, but it's gone out. Salem Hills with the other throw. They keep it short, they link it up, they send it down the line, and out it goes again, but they get another throw. They drop it back this time. It's all been Salem Hills up this Spanish Fork end of the field. They have it in front of the box now. Can they make space? They try the shot. It's not got a lot of power. Easily taken by Spanish Fork. Looks like they're going to go for the long kick. Probably doesn't go long enough. Salem Hills, they keep it back at their defence and send it forward. They're linking the passes, but it's only to go back. Referee says free kick to Salem Hills. Slightly dangerous position, but it's coming from the defence, so probably won't go as far as it could. But it goes far enough. Spanish Fork are there, anticipating well. They send a throw out. They keep possession. They send it down. They needed to keep that a little wider. Salem Hills, they're linking the passes. They give it away. Spanish Fork right on the line, but they get the throw. And that's one of those good midfielders, Lee Harwood, sending in the throw-in. Spanish Fork have it on the far side. They drop it back. They keep possession. They have a little space on this near side. And that's where they go with it. Harwood sends it into the box. Can they get the cross? Very last minute. It's not in the air though. On the other hand, Salem Hills not doing the best job of clearing it. Still in their half. They've only got one player forward. They're on the run now though. Long. They try to make it into that far side. They keep possession. And Spanish Fork are there with the contact to put it out for the corner. Playing safe. A little bit of wind here in the field. It's not a great deal. It's coming out of the northwest, so from our point of view it's from this side of the field to the far side. It's also a little bit gusty according to the forecast I read. Might make a difference in a situation like this with the corner. Creates a good chance for a floating ball in front of goal, but they don't get it high enough, and that I'd expect that to go out for another corner. No, goal kick. Spanish Fork. Long one forward. They just keep possession. Good work running into it there. Trying to find space. Get it out to Harwood. She's got space on the right with the run. It's too long. And that'll just go out for the goal kick. Salem Hills with the goal kick. And that's going to go out, but it'll be the throw in to Salem Hills. So they continue down that line. Spanish Fork take possession and they send it forward. Harwood tries to send it into the box. It's about to run now. Goalkeeper does a good job, gets out there for it. Sends a long one forward, long one forward. And they keep possession. Salem Hills, they send it into the corner. They get two players going for it. Just need to keep it in, but they can't do that. And out it goes for the Spanish Fork throw. Spanish Fork need to keep possession here. The controlled ball's what counts. Too close to their own goal. And they do that, but not for long. Goes back to the defence. They start the clearance. And that goes out. Salem Hills with the throw. Give it away to Spanish Fork. And they put it out. Salem Hills will have the throw on the far side then. Over the top of the defender. Salem Hills keep possession through that. They're hooking up the passes, but they're having trouble making it through Spanish Fork's defence. And that one will go out for Spanish Fork throw on the near side. Having trouble making the decision. Spanish Fork blocked in there, but it just escapes to send the long one forward. And I think Salem Hills looking to play the safety ball, just get it out for the throw-in. Pendleton was running fast there for it. She won't take the throw. Harwood will. Harwood then. Can she get the throw into the box? Long one in front of goal. But it turns away from goal. And Salem Hills with the clearance out on the far side. Spanish Fork will get the throw again. Spanish Fork have only their goalkeeper in their own half, and she's not even in the goal area. This tells you something about expectations, I think, here. And even the play from Salem Hills, those safety clearances suggests that they're feeling a little pressured. Spanish Fork will have the throw on the far side. Temperature here probably somewhere in the high 70s. It's cooling off pretty fast, I would think. Maybe in the mid 70s. When we arrived it was about just the low 80s, I think. And we've got good shade on the field as well. Good way to play the game. Spanish Fork. Spin to keep possession. Howard sends it forward. Can't link it. Spanish Fork with it again, but the trip means Spanish Fork with the free kick just outside the box. Dangerous one for Salem Hills. And it will be Harwood taking the kick. Far side, there's a lot of people. Sends it in there. Just in front of goal, in fact. But they couldn't control it, stop it, bring it down and get the turn. Salem Hills still looking as if they're pushed against their own back wall. Spanish Fork, they go around the back. It'll go out for the corner. That was one of those other good midfielders that Coach Ford was telling us about, Jocelyn Hansborough, that tried to take it round. Harwood will take the corner. The near side one against, with the wind behind it, so could go long. And it does. Too long. Out the other end. Not really what they were looking for. Salem Hills then with the throw on the far side. They send it down the line. Spanish Fork can only put it out. Salem Hills again go down the line. But Spanish Fork take it away. That back line's at the 45-yard line, or probably 55-yard line given the field length. Spanish Fork, they still have possession. They send it forward, but they can't keep control. Salem Hills going down the line now. That's where they send it. And forward, it's just going to be onside. They have one in the centre. Can they make the cross? It's too close to the keeper. That goes out for the goal kick. And we'll just remind you of our sponsors for the game this evening: Lance Wilson State Farm, MVP Sports, Triple T Heating, Cooling and Plumbing, Two Jacks Pizza, Mikkel Thompson and Hunter, Attorneys at Law, Driggs Mortgage Team and Clegg's Auto. Thank you for their support. Goal kick, Spanish Fork. They still have it. Keep possession, long one forward. It's about the run now. The goalkeeper's coming out of the box. She plays safe and clears it. That'll be the throw-in for Spanish Fork. Harwood will take the throw. Looks like she wants to get it into the box or just in front. Spanish Fork still running. Not sure of the referee's call. It looks like a corner. Throw-in. Very close to the corner. Very dangerous one here for Salem Hills. Harwood sends it in. Spanish Fork are all turned away from goal. They can't turn around. Salem Hills just make the clearance. Spanish Fork will have the throw, but have to work it forward again. They keep possession. They drop it back. Send it into the centre. Harwood tries to turn it. Defender takes it away. Salem Hills on. They're going forward. They take too long to take control. Harwood sends it into the box, but the defence is there. Salem Hills tried to send it wide. Spanish Fork did a good job intercepting. It's about the run now. Can they keep it in? Yes, they do. They send it down the line. It's deflected. They get the corner. Spanish Fork then. Corner on the far side. Now, of course, the hardest part about talking positions on the field today is that the numbered lines are for the football field. There's an extra 10 yards at each end for the soccer field. So when I say 55, it's not the 55-yard line on the numbered part of the field. Nice work by Spanish Fork. They put it into the box, but it's too strong. Goalkeeper has it. Yeah, let's put it another way. The outside of the box, the 18-yard line that the goalkeeper just kicked from is at the 8-yard line, on the football field. Spanish Fork forced to put it out, and it'll be the throw-in for Salem Hills on the far side. Now, I think the fact that we've had no strikes of any significance in this first 15 minutes, I believe it is, probably says more about how close these teams are. I think if you're judging the play, though, Spanish Fork have had the better opportunities. Salem Hills, they send it forward. Spanish Fork take it, send it away from goal. They've got lots of options going forward. They send it out right, but it's not high enough to clear. They did a good job bringing it back down, but it's given away again. Salem Hills. They tried to send it forward, goes straight to the defence. It's about the run now. Spanish Fork versus the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper does a very good job of staying inside the box there. So goalkeeper clearance. Ooh. No foul there. It's about the run. The goalkeeper has to come out and make the clearance. That's what she does. Salem Hills. Oh, they put it into space. It's about the goalkeeper again. She clears it for the throw. Both teams playing a little safe here. Salem Hills with the throw on the far side. Can they get it into the box? They don't seem in any rush to do that. I think that was taken from well towards their own goal from where it should have needed to be taken. Still, that's their loss. Fighting for it, both teams. Referee calls it a free kick. Salem Hills Free kick from that Spanish Fork foul. Salem Hills, long one forward. They keep possession, but again they're facing away from the goal, just like so much of Spanish Fork's play. They have it now, coming into the box. They send it to the centre. Spanish Fork are there. They don't send it clear far enough, and they don't control it when it breaks away. And that goes out for the Spanish Fork throw on the far side. Spanish Fork will take a substitution, so it will be a moment before we get that throw in. It's Spanish Fork 17 here at Spanish Fork High School for this game between the Spanish Fork Lady Dons and the Salem Hills Skyhawks. Spanish Fork send it down the line. Nobody really keeping possession there. It's just breaking back and forward between each team. Salem Hills send a long one forward. They have a runner there. She's onside. I think she's gonna, yep. She's not gonna catch up with it. So it'll go back for the goal kick, I believe, because there was a Salem Hills substitution to take place. Goal kick it is. Spanish Fork keep it short. That'll keep them with possession. They send it out wide and forward. Still keep control. That's what matters. And as you see, all it takes is one pass to break that. Salem Hills into the box. It's about the run. Oh, great work. Spanish Fork, very brave goalkeeping there. And they can't reach Harwood going forward. They do make contact as Salem Hills try to break. Harwood now. She's got one forward on the right. She's got one in the centre. She goes right. It's going to break away with too much speed to catch. So that'll be the goal kick to Salem Hills. Nice crowd here at Spanish Fork High School. Not many on the other side. They're all on this side because it's in the shade. Easier to watch the game than into the sun. Part of this new stadium is at least two nice new areas for fans watching the games. Spanish Fork will get the free kick for the foul. Salem Hills foul. Spanish Fork free kick. Harwood looking to take it. About 40 yards from goal. She has lots of options on the far side. Wind will be behind it. She's got to be careful with the speed and energy. She sends it in front of goal. Spanish Fork try to turn. I think it took a contact with the Salem Hills player. Took a lot of the energy out of it. Easy time for the goalkeeper in the end. Salem Hills running. Spanish Fork. They hold their place. Did a good job defending. Goalkeeper will have that. Spanish Fork send it wide. Salem Hills come running in. Spanish Fork push it out to the edge, but it was a little too far forward and it goes out for the Salem Hills throw. Some substitutions just need to complete. Salem Hills down the line. Spanish Fork are there, they put it out again. Play to safety. Another throw from Salem Hills, this time into the box. Spanish Fork are there. They take possession, send it forward, in control. But they give it away there. Salem Hills in front of goal, lots of space. They take the shot, straight at the keeper and a good save. Spanish Fork, they send it wide. Can they keep it in? Nope. Salem Hills will get the throw. Salem Hills send it long down the line. It's about to run. Spanish Fork have it, but their only options are really to go towards goal or put it out. Got to be careful. They end up putting it out. It'll be the throw to Salem Hills. Good pressure from Salem Hills behind the defender. So just forcing the Spanish Fork defender to have not really many options. The throw-in was better than the corner. Salem Hills. And that's going to go out. Goal kick it is. Long one forward. Trying to reach Harwood. She's pushed in the back there. They'll get the free kick. Spanish Fork then. Harwood will take it. Needs to be a long one. There's space over on the far side. Long into the centre. The defence is there. They bring it down. They don't control it. Spanish Fork take it away, but they can't keep control. Salem Hills into the space. It's about to run. Goalkeeper's coming out, and she clears it. I think I got a sense that the Salem Hills forward there was slowing her pace when she saw the goalkeeper chasing at her at high speed. Salem Hills with a throw. That's, I think, 3 or 4 times the Spanish Fork goalkeepers had to go out and clear the ball from outside the box because she's the only defender back in the Spanish Fork defensive area. Not necessarily a bad thing, especially since it has worked. Substitution to take place, so the throw was a little early. Referee calls for game on, and the throw is taken. Spanish Fork fight for it. They try to keep possession. They put it out wide. They have the option forward. They use it, but the linking pass doesn't work. They've got to catch up. Salem Hills looking for space in the centre. Spanish Fork are in there. They get the ball and send it away. Down the line it goes. It's about to run. The defender's faster, but she doesn't have much option. She's right in at the corner. She does the wise thing and just protects the ball as it rolls off. Salem Hills with the goal kick after their substitution. Goal kick it is. They go wide with it. Spanish Fork send it back. A lot of feet in the air there. Salem Hills can't keep control. Well, I didn't see the deflection, but Salem Hills get the throw. Spanish Fork will send that one. Looked like they were going to send it out, but it just went up in the air. Spanish Fork, they have options. They try to send it forward, but there's a group of 5 Salem Hills players closing in there. Salem Hills can't get it forward. They go wide. This time they go forward. It's about whether it stays on. Nope, just goes over. Spanish Fork with the throw. Very far back for them, so they've got to work it all the way. And they try a long one down the line. Sent up in the air by Salem Hills and by Spanish Fork. And a little bit of pushing going on there according to the referee. And it'll be Spanish Fork with the free kick. And the defense will take that. They have lots of space on this near side. They go to halfway. It's not strong enough. And it's not accurate enough going forward. But the running forward gives Salem Hills no choice really but to send it off. Spanish Fork right on the line. They send it out. Salem Hills with the throw. Still no goals here. Salem Hills, good job there letting it pass, but you have to catch up with it. Salem Hills, send it forward. They're not going to get to that. Well, went out anyway. Salem Hills. Send it forward into space, but there's no one running there. Goal kick it will be. And Spanish Fork, they play the short goal kick. I think that was about trying to keep control and possession, but they're struggling to move forward. They try it out on the left side, still fighting for it. And that'll go out for the Spanish Fork throw. Everyone clustering on the ball. I think that's one of the reasons there's a lot of trouble with the accuracy here. Easy to take a deflection. Spanish Fork fighting for it. Push it out to the left side. They've got players in the center. They try to go down the line. They keep connection. It's going to be a struggle turning it around. They do that. But the accuracy was very difficult from there. Salem Hills, they just want to clear it. So it'll go out for the throw in on the far side. Spanish Fork with that. If they can make the throw into the box. Not quite. Salem Hills just took it out of the air. They send it forward. They've only got one player there. But she breaks through. She's got support coming with her. Oh, great work by Spanish Fork to take possession away. They put it out wide on the left. Try to make their way forward, cut it back to slow the speed. And that's going the whole way back. Goalkeeper will take that. One of the good things for Spanish Fork there would be getting the Salem Hills players to run to try and reach it. Get them burning the energy. And they don't feel they have to. Salem Hills. They're making the links going forward, but they've got none further left than that. They send it forward, but Spanish Fork, all they can do is clear it. It's into the box. Salem Hills with the chance. Great save. Brilliant work by Spanish Fork there. Spanish Fork now coming forward. They've got space to work. They go down the line. It's still in place. Just out. That's a shame. There was a good chance in that one. It was just too fast. Salem Hills will have the throw after the substitution. And we have 10 minutes left of the first half. Salem Hills, they send it forward and just goes out. Had a little bit of spin on it. Spanish Fork breaks away from them. Needed to drop. Salem Hills working their way forward. They've got space on the right. They go around there the faster. They cut it into the center. There's lots of space here. Spanish Fork just trying to cover. Ooh, good work by the goalkeeper. She wasn't sure where the goal was at that point, I would have thought. So the wise thing is just to get down and make contact. So it went past the post and it'll be the corner on the far side. Salem Hills with the corner slightly into the wind, blowing over the top of the goal somewhat. Oh, but they don't make it goal. So, Spanish Fork with the goal kick. They keep possession, they link the passes. They still link them. They send it out to this near side where they have more space. They have space going forward. They keep possession. And the pass back into the centre. Too many Salem Hills players there. So Salem Hills trying to work it forward. They keep possession into the space on the left. Spanish Fork trying to cut it out. They do a good job. Salem Hills again. Good defending there by Spanish Fork. Salem Hills, long shot. Easy one for the keeper. He makes a long clearance. Spanish Fork just let it go out so that they can have the throw. We have a substitution that will take place, and that'll delay the throw-in. Spanish Fork into the crowd. Need to find some free space, but Spanish Fork doing a good job to get forward against the challenge there. They still have possession. They still have possession. They still have possession. They need to find the space. They can't this time. Salem Hills working it forward. They now get 3 players forward from there, 4 now. But Spanish Fork covering well. That's into space. It's about to run now. No offside. They drop it back. Ooh, dangerous one from the defender up in the air. But the goalkeeper does a good job keeping her eye on it, getting underneath it and stopping it. Spanish Fork fighting for possession, but they can't gain it. Salem Hills with the long one. Well taken again. Good goalkeeping by Spanish Fork. And that'll go out. Spanish Fork throw on the far side. But Spanish Fork have 3 substitutes to bring on, so it'll be a few moments before we get the throw-in itself. And the referee says, play on. Spanish Fork cut it inside. That's a hard one to keep control of. They don't do it. Spanish Fork will get the free kick there. Not sure exactly what for. Might have been handball from the deflection. Certainly wasn't intentional handball. But it was a free kick if it was a handball. So Salem Hills into the space. Spanish Fork, they need to do more than just cover the gap. And Spanish Fork were beating the defence. But all Salem Hills can do is run it out, so that'll be the goal kick. Oh, nice work. All it needed was a slightly shallower angle. The dummy there where Spanish Fork let the ball pass, looking like they were going to stop it. It was a good idea. Spanish Fork now. They'll get the throw. Harwood, long one forward. Spanish Fork still have it, but the defender gets across and it'll go out for the corner on the near side. Game's been in front of both goals, but we're just coming up to half time and it's 0-0. That goes in front of the goalkeeper, but she can't take it. The head brings it down. Just needs a contact. It gets a clearance. Spanish Fork in danger, but they take possession, push it out left. They keep it in. They try to drop it back. They still have it. Long one, and it goes over for the goal kick. Goal kick to Salem Hills. But Spanish Fork send it back, but they can't link it. And there's a free kick, quickly taken by Spanish Fork. They've got space on the near side. Defender was too close to make the pass. Salem Hills running forward, space on the left. Goalkeeper comes out again. Long clearance. Spanish Fork can run at this. And there's not much Salem Hills can do but boot it away. And they drag it out in the end for the throw-in on the far side to Spanish Fork. Very little time left in the first half to do much. Salem Hills, they send it forward. The defender has it. And it goes out from the Salem Hills player, in fact. So Spanish Fork will have the throw. Once again into the crowd. It's hard to find a way out there. Spanish Fork. It takes a deflection rather than controlled drop down. Spanish Fork not the faster runner. Salem Hills have one in front of goal. Good defending by Spanish Fork to get the interception in there. Spanish Fork take it away. They're going forward, but give it away in the end. But Salem Hills can't keep control. And that'll come out wide. Salem Hills will get the throw. A few tired legs there, I think. Salem Hills. They can't keep control or possession. Spanish Fork, that's the way you want to bring it down and keep control, but you also have to run at it. Salem Hills. Try to put it into the space. Spanish Fork get the clearance again. Salem Hills take it away. They get space on the right. And the referee blows the whistle for half-time here at Spanish Fork High School, with the score standing at Spanish Fork 0, Salem Hills 0. And who would have thought that? Because both teams have been in front of goal. I think there was plenty of opportunity for both of them to score. If you're going to say who had the better chances at putting it into position for a shot, that's going to be Salem Hills. They're very good at coming down the centre and pushing out wide to one of their two forwards on the left and right. So it's been an interesting game. I think either of these teams could take it in the second half. We'll see how that goes. Because we're streaming, we're going to stop the audio, but let you watch the grass grow here at this nice new Spanish Fork Stadium. Welcome back to Spanish Fork High School. It's David Meir here for Spanish Fork 17, and we're here with the second half of this Spanish Fork versus Salem Hills High School soccer game. And it's the fall season, so it's girls soccer, Lady Dons versus the Lady Skyhawks. Score stands at 0-0 after the first half. I think either team could have been ahead. Both teams got in front of goal. I think if there was anything that you could have said about Spanish Fork is that too often in front of goal, their players that had the best chance of a shot were taking the ball, coming towards them, facing away from goal, and they needed to make a turn. And then going the other way, I think Salem Hill's biggest problem was that they were getting the ball wide, but Spanish Fork had some great defense and a great goalkeeper that was a big part of what stopped them. So it's just getting underway. Salem Hills then with possession. Let me remind you of our sponsors for the match here. It's Lance Wilson State Farm, MVP Sports, Triple T Heating, Cooling and Plumbing, Two Jacks Pizza, Mikhail Thompson and Hunter, Attorneys at Law. I picked a bad moment for that. Let me give you them again. Lance Wilson State Farm, MVP Sports, Triple T Heating, Cooling and Plumbing, Two Jacks Pizza, Mikhail Thompson and Hunter, Attorneys at Law, Driggs Mortgage Team and Clegg's Auto. Many thanks to them for helping us get this game on the air. Spanish Fork had it just in front of goal there, but they couldn't put it away. Salem Hills, they can only take it out. Spanish Fork with the throw. Harwood will take it on this near side. She's one of the good midfield players that Coach Ford was telling me about before the game. Good player is what he said. And all that Salem Hills can do is clear it. Spanish Fork will get another throw. They're trying to find space to send it forward. They put it into the centre. There's too many Salem Hills players there. Spanish Fork fighting for it, taking possession, but all they can do is put it against the defence. Salem Hills, they break away. They have space on the left. Spanish Fork takes it, sends it forward. That broke up into the player's hands. It's handball. Some nice lighting here at the stadium, but unfortunately it's a little dark where we're working, so it's great for cameras, but it's a little dark for reading the team rosters. Salem Hills keep possession, having trouble making it go anywhere. Spanish Fork take it away, they send it down the line. It seems like there's been some good coaching of Spanish Fork in that halftime break, because there's something about the Spanish Fork play that just seems to be moving forward, and that's is probably a big part of that came from the coach. Spanish Fork in front of goal with the shot. There it is. Spanish Fork get their first goal just as I'm talking about them finding a way to make it forward, being something that was part of the play that you were seeing. I think it's magic on my part. Great work there from Spanish Fork. Wouldn't want to count on it, but I believe the scorer was Pendleton. Salem Hills now. They're on the recovery, so they send a long one forward, but they're not going to beat Spanish Fork's goalkeeper that way. Spanish Fork can't control it, but that's going to be the foul trip. Salem Hills will have the free kick. They take it quickly, send it right. They have more right. They use it. They beat the defense. Front of goal. but very shallow angle, very difficult one to beat the keeper on, and the keeper was perfectly placed to stop that. Good work, and that's going to be a little bit of a downer on the Salem Hills spirits as well, getting in front of goal a couple of times and not scoring. Spanish Fork, they can't collect and take off with it that time. Salem Hills, give it away. Spanish Fork, they try to get it down the right. It goes up in the air on deflection, but it loses all the energy. It's not going to have enough speed to reach it forward. Goes out on the far side for the throw-in, and Spanish Fork have the throw-in, which is quickly taken. Salem Hills fighting for it. They send it forward, but there's no one there. Spanish Fork need to get it moving. They just do that. That was pretty close. Salem Hills send it forward. It's about to run. Does a pass back to the keeper. Keeper says, leave it to me. Good work. Spanish Fork has space on this right side. Further right. They still have it. They send it forward. Still have possession. They have a little bit of space. But there's no way through. There's a lot of Salem Hills players there. Spanish Fork. I think that was one of the things. Oh, look at that, into the space. Goalkeeper's got to get there. Great work by the goalkeeper. And she stops it before it goes out to the box. I think one of the things I was saying about the game in the first half is that you were seeing crowding of players. And I suspect that's one of the things that Spanish Fork coach Ford was talking about, because a lot of the Spanish Fork play has been to try and take advantage of the spaces where there aren't crowds. Salem Hills now. They can't keep possession. Spanish Fork send it forward, but they can't keep possession. And the free kick looks like it's to Spanish Fork. No, it's to Salem Hills. They send it forward quickly. There's only one defender and the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper's out. Very, very, very dangerous defending there from the goalkeeper, but very necessary as well. Salem Hills again. They're in the box. Spanish Fork chase them out. Goalkeeper takes it away. Some superb goalkeeping from Spanish Fork. I think it was dangerous about that goalkeeper coming out of the box and saving it is you've got to be very careful it doesn't catch your hands or arms for that matter. Handball's very easy when you're going to save a ball by letting it deflect off you like that. And when you're out of the box as a goalkeeper, it's handball. So Spanish Fork, they've got space in the left, one in the centre. They use the space. They try to go to the line. Defender follows all the way, and it's Spanish Fork that'll put it out. Oh, it's a corner. I think even the Spanish Fork player is not convinced, but yes, it's a corner. So Spanish Fork with the near side corner. A little bit of wind blowing it away from goal, but it's very, very light. They drop it well back into the box. Salem Hills clear it, but only as far as Spanish Fork. It could have gone left with a little more options. It's a crowd there. Spanish Fork going forward, and it's just a clearance for safety's sake. Spanish Fork will get the throw. Throw in on the far side to Spanish Fork High School. They stand one goal up in this second half. And all Spanish Fork can do is give it away there. Salem Hills send it forward. They've got space on the right. Spanish Fork defence is just covering. But the Salem Hills break away. The second defender goes through and clears it. Good work there. Salem Hills will get the throw in, but nice cover and overlap on the defence. Salem Hills have a long throw. It's dangerous for Spanish Fork, and they don't. And that'll go out for the goal kick. There'll be some substitutions before we get the goal kick. And the referee blows the whistle, gets the goal kick going. Spanish Fork on the far side. Being crowded. They need to bring it nearer to this side where there's more space. They send it through the centre. There's no one there for it. Salem Hills send it back. And they don't keep possession. All they can do is deflect it out. Spanish Fork with the throw. It's good cover by Spanish Fork. Good work there by Spanish Fork to put it over the top. I think that's an offside call. No. Throw in. Didn't see what the foul was for, but there's a free kick on the far side to Spanish Fork. Excellent opportunity for them. They have almost all their team in the box. Shot. It's not good enough. I think that takes a deflection, goes out for the corner. Another great opportunity for Spanish Fork.
Corner kick, Spanish Fork High School.
And the crowd. Very pleased crowd here at Spanish Fork High School, the majority of it supporting their team. In front of the box. Spanish Fork, they drop it, they can't turn it. Salem Hills, they can't clear it. Spanish Fork send it wide. It's very wide. Spanish Fork can't keep it in. And after the substitutions, we'll get the Salem Hills throw. Most of the second half has been spent in the Salem Hills half of the field, which is probably a very good sign. Salem Hills with the throw. And you have to take a second shot at sending it forward. Spanish Fork can only give away the foul. Salem Hills. Curling towards the goal. Just needs a deflection. They don't get it. And it's a goal kick. One of the dangers here for Spanish Fork will be getting too sure that the game is won. I think it's important that they keep fighting to win this all the way to the end. It's easy to back off and think, well, we've only got to defend that one goal, but one goal's not a lot. Spanish Fork being challenged all the way. Salem Hills send it into the centre, but they can't link up. They get another chance, and they got the shot. Comes off one of the bars. Yep, came off the yellow one. A strange yellow bar there, where as a result it counts as a goal kick. The ball went out of field. So a goal kick it is to Spanish Fork. And the shot, well taken by the Spanish Fork goalkeeper. A lot of the time the great saves from Spanish Fork have been with the ball coming directly at the goalkeeper. That one wasn't quite like that. So even better example of great goalkeeping from Spanish Fork is taking the ball out of the air as it's passing you. So Salem Hills going forward on the right. They have one in the centre. They send it there, but it's too far forward. Goalkeeper has it. Long throw. Too long. But Spanish Fork followed it on. But Salem Hills finally take it back. Now going out right again. And Spanish Fork put it out. It'll go for the corner. Take a little bit of time for Salem Hills to get organised for this. All their players are past the goal. One right on the goal line, I think. Yes. That's where they send it. Just needed a deflection. And they send it to the far side. But it's Spanish Fork defence that are there. Salem Hills take it out the air. Send it left. They can't make the turn. But the Spanish Fork defender gets lost. Salem Hills in front of goal now. But it breaks away from the forward. Salem Hills get another chance. Spanish Fork challenging for it. But that's all they're doing at this point. Salem Hills with a shot. Just goes over the top. And it's going to be the corner. It's got to be said, I think those of us on the recording crew here are enjoying ourselves. It's an exciting game. Although I suppose we'd rather have the excitement at the other end, but there's also excitement at relief. So Salem Hills with the corner on the far side. Dangerous one for Spanish Fork. It's going to be hard to make this curl towards the goal from there, but that's what they try. Ooh. Oh. Oh well. Another one of those crowds from Salem Hills, and all it needed was a deflection. That's what it took, and just went into the net. Score stands at tied 1-1. Spanish Fork need to hold their belief. They got the one first. They can get the second first. They go down the left. They've got support coming on the left. They make it down into the corner space. They need to drop it back. They try to work around. That's not going to work. That'll go out for the throw in on the near side to Spanish Fork. Harwood will take it, sends it into the box, but it just hits the defence. Heavy challenges from Spanish Fork there. They're definitely trying for the game. Salem Hills with the clearance. Long one. It's about to run now. Spanish Fork have shown they're slow defenders, but I think there was a whistle there. Goalkeeper, beg your pardon, goalkeeper got out of goal and sent that wide left. Harwood drops it back. And that's going to go out for the throw to Salem Hills. Both teams making large groups of substitutions at this point. So it'll be a few moments before the throw-in takes place. Referee gets it back underway. Long throw, great long throw. But Spanish Fork bring it down, and out it goes. Salem Hills with another throw. If they can make another long one like that into the box, it'd be good for them. Well, it didn't matter, they had control of it anyway. Spanish Fork with the clearance. Doesn't link up. Salem Hills with possession. They drop it all the way back to the defense. Take another go forward. They try to go wide right. There's space there, and referee says no foul. Salem Hills can't keep with it. Spanish Fork take possession. They have two players forward, one in the center. They're going to the corner. It's about the run. They've got the speed. Can they get round? And it's a corner. Spanish Fork with the near side corner. That was great running by Spanish Fork, but I think they needed to make the pass rather than try to take it to the line. I don't think they were going to get round at the line. Spanish Fork with one player right in front of the goalkeeper. Taking their time. That's where it goes. Oh, beautiful goal. That's a goal off the corner. Harwood the scorer, so you can certainly say that everything said by Coach Ford is true about Harwood. To get the ball into the net from the corner is something special. Beautiful curl on it. So Spanish Fork standing at 2-1 against Salem Hills here. And Salem Hills break away from their kickoff. They could have gone wider. Spanish Fork trying to grab possession. They don't. It's in front of goal as a shot. One like that will never beat Spanish Fork goalkeeping, I think. Needed a lot of power and a lot of angle away from the goalkeeper. Spanish Fork, they play short. Nice work to beat the forward. Looking for space, they go wide. Harwood has it. Sends it down the line. Doesn't link up. Spanish Fork fighting for it. Harwood doing a great job of taking it, but she can only deflect it off Salem Hills. And all Salem Hills can do is put it out for the throw. And there'll be a substitution. Spanish Fork. They were trying to keep possession, but they were crowded with 3 or 4 Salem Hills players there. Spanish Fork send it wide, but it's too strong. It was a good idea, they had space there, but it needed a lot less energy. Salem Hills with the throw. Pushing back, they head it over, but Spanish Fork protected. It's still breaking back and forward between each team. Salem Hills finally gaining possession of it. They send it forward and onto the forwards, but they can't break past Spanish Fork. Spanish Fork close them down. And Spanish Fork get a little space. They got to be careful. They send it back. Got to be careful again. Good work. Making Salem Hills do the running there. And let the ball do the work, as the saying goes. Salem Hills in front of goal. Good defending. Referee says no on the penalty. And it goes out for the Salem Hills throw-in. That's going to leave a bit of disappointment for Salem Hills. I think it's fair, everyone was playing the ball. You can't just run through someone who's standing there and call it a penalty. Spanish Fork, they have to have control breaking it away from goal like that. That's better. Harwood sends it forward, it's a long one. Spanish Fork only have one runner for it. Salem Hills take it away and they put it out. Too much challenge. All they could do is defend it by putting it out. So Spanish Fork with the throw on the far side. And they link up, keep possession, working it forward. Still have it on the right, in the box. There's nowhere really to pass. There's one in the centre now. They try to work around that far side again, but they get the corner. But I don't think they're going to have many opportunities to work round the defence at the touchline.
Oh boy, another corner kick by Leah Harwood.
Well, that's got to be said. This one will be curling the other way. But Spanish Fork have a lot of players there. They can't make the contact. They still have possession. They've got to be careful. Who's the one that wants possession? They were calling to each other. I think both of them wanted to back off from that. So Salem Hills. Goalkeeper with the clearance. Still a lot of time here. Goal kick, in fact, went out. It stays low. Spanish Fork deflected forward. The defence is there. They're only pushing it wide. Spanish Fork might get there before it goes out. They do. They send it out. Might have been worth letting that one go out. It was going to be the corner. Goal kick then, Salem Hills. They keep it going forward, but straight at the Spanish Fork defence. And they were trying to do the dummy and let the ball go forward and turn and chase it. But Salem Hills were there, though all they could do was clear it. So it's the throw in on the far side. Long throw forward. Spanish Fork still have it. They send it into the centre, but they can't keep possession. Got to watch it now. Their defenders are not as fast runners as the Salem Hills forwards. As you can see, goalkeeper, great work there. Spanish Fork, they send it forward. Referee manages to stay out of play. Salem Hills, they're getting a lot of possession now. They drop it back. They need a way through. The cut infield. Spanish Fork has defense there. Spanish Fork takes it away, sends it forward. Needs to be about the runner. Salem Hills play safe. Spanish Fork have the throw on the far side. Not as much urgency in the teams, I think, when it comes to collecting the ball for something like this. And I think that's probably because of how late we are in the game. Quite a few tired players out there by now. Spanish Fork tried to send it into the box. Salem Hills dropped it back and managed to clear it. They still have possession. On this right side, they have no way through. Goes out for the Salem Hills throw in, and there's a substitution taking place as well. Game on. One of those great long throws that Salem Hills have so much. It's a chance to get past the defence. Too much of an angle on it, and it looks like it did take a deflection though, so it goes out for the Salem Hills corner on the near side. That's going to have the wind behind it. It'll be curling away from the goal, so great chance for a slow ball in front of goal. That's what they try for. Spanish Fork need the clearance. Just takes deflections. Salem Hills keep sending it into the box. Spanish Fork can't afford for that to keep happening. Looks like there'll be a foul there. Spanish Fork then. Goalkeeper taking the free kick, so she can kick a long distance. Referee says it's too far forward. They don't get the distance. Salem Hills coming forward. And the shot, and that goes out for the goal kick. Spanish Fork fans happy about that one. So the goal kick goes back to the keeper. Nice work. Again, making the ball do the work. Player on the other team does the running, and all that the two players with possession do is tap the ball back and forward between each other. Spanish Fork going forward down the line. And the best clearance Spanish Fork can make results in a shot for Salem Hills, and it's not got the energy. Spanish Fork then. Looks like Spanish Fork will have the free kick. Foul on the Spanish Fork player. They can send this into the box from there, but the defense is pushing the forwards out. Into the box it goes up in the air. Goalkeeper would have to get that. Yes. She had no choice on that one. But Spanish Fork did the right thing. It got up into the air, broke away from the defense, and is going forward. And then it's just about the run, one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Spanish Fork, send it wide. It'll go out. Salem Hills throw on the far side with some substitutions to take place. Inside the last 10 minutes with Spanish Fork 2, Salem Hills 1. It's very close. And the game, I think if you've been watching it, it's been very close between these two teams. The score reflects the play. Salem Hills drop it back. Risky one. And their attempt at the clearance is given away. They go forward. Spanish Fork can't catch it. It's worth the run. Goal kick then, Salem Hills. And they'll get the, Salem Hills will get the free kick for the push. While that's taking place, let me remind you of our sponsors, Lance Wilson State Farm, MVP Sports, Triple T Heating, Cooling and Plumbing, Two Jacks Pizza, Mikhail Thompson and Hunter, Attorneys at Law, Driggs Mortgage Team, and Clegg's Auto. And our thanks to them. Oh, dangerous, dangerous one. It's going out for the corner. Spanish Fork had the last contact, but it was barely moving in front of goal, and an open goal at that. I think Coach Ford would have had his heart in his mouth at that one. Salem Hills, can't fault that. Strong corner just to the far post, and all it needed was the contact, the deflection, and the high power energy of the ball in from the corner. Sends it straight into the back of the net. Oh well. Spanish Fork 2, Salem Hills 2. So these games aren't played to a final winner, as far as I understand. They are, if a tie is a result. So Spanish Fork have got to watch here. They'd get 1 point for the tie, as would Salem Hills, but it's not helpful to their position. Game on. Spanish Fork. It's only 7 minutes. They send it wide. Certainly a lot of urgency in their play, even into that ball that she must have known was going out. Salem Hills with the throw. Long throw down the line. No one takes possession. Spanish Fork drop it back, send it wide and forward, but the defenders close it off by coming together. Salem Hills on the run, no offside. Defenders got to get in there and be in the way. That's the way. Good work from Spanish Fork. Salem Hills with the throw. They can make those long throws from there. They can put this into the box. Spanish Fork have got to watch. There's a Salem Hills player on her own. They don't go for the long one. They send it forward and across in front of goal. Spanish Fork just deflect it, but they keep fighting for it. Salem Hills now, they have possession. Spanish Fork tried to take it away. They can't do that, but Salem Hills are a long way back, and sending it forward, they can only put it out. Spanish Fork with the throw on the far side. And that goes out for Salem Hills throw. And Salem Hills will have a substitution as well, so it'll take a bit of time to get that to take place. Crowd getting behind Spanish Fork. Salem Hills tried to send it into the box. Spanish Fork put it out for the corner. For either team, this is dangerous now, being the ball being in your half. Spanish Fork just need to get this forward and work on it in the other half. Salem Hills are going to try and curl it in towards the goal. That's what they do, it's right in front. Just needs a deflection. They don't get it that time. Spanish Fork can't send it anywhere until eventually it goes back to the keeper. Long one forward. Spanish Fork have one player there, but Salem Hills can control it, sending it forward. Spanish Fork fighting for it. I think of the two teams, the one that looks like they have the urgency, that they're struggling to win. And I don't mean struggling in the sense that they're not doing well enough. I mean the team that looks like is trying hardest is Spanish Fork. There's a pretty bad foul there. Referee having a word. Spanish Fork in a great place for the free kick. Salem Hills trying to push the Spanish Fork front line away from goal. The Spanish Fork send it down towards the goal line. They cut it back in front. It's in front of goal. Just needs a deflection now. They don't get it. Spanish Fork get the free kick again. Obstruction, I think. This could go in from here. Gets close. Salem Hills send it out for the Spanish Fork corner on the near side. Just a couple of minutes left to play. Well, the lady who scored the last goal is going to take it, and she scored it from the corner. This time Salem Hills put a defender right on the front post. Harwood sends it in front of goal. Spanish Fork trying to put it back into the box. Harwood gets there again. Goes back to the centre. That's going to be offside if it's Spanish Fork reach it, I think. No. They drop it back to keep possession. Into the box it goes, but the defence has it. Spanish Fork can't find a way through. Salem Hills trying to organise, going forward, but they give it away. But Spanish Fork can only put it into the Salem Hills defence. And that goes out for the Spanish Fork throw on the far side. Spanish Fork. They try to work their way forward. This one goes into the box. Salem Hills. They can only put it out. Another corner on the near side. Harwood will take it again. Some kind of earthquake happening here in the stand. Spanish Fork. Far side of the goal. Salem Hills has no one forward, so they just send it away. And it goes out. There's seconds left. Best option here is just turn around and kick it hard at goal. Kind of like that. Hard one. The referee blows the final whistle here at Spanish Fork High School. Score stands at Spanish Fork 2, Salem Hills 2. So it's a shame. Spanish Fork went ahead both times. They got the first goal. They got the second goal, the first of the second goals, and that's a shame. Oh, didn't know that one. Hearing from the announcer here that the team who scored the first goal gets to win it because they scored the first goal when it's a tie. Surprised at that. To be fair, looking at the tables from the Nebo School District, they don't show ties on the results, they only show wins and losses. So that probably is true, and in that case, Spanish Fork got lucky because they got the first goal. It's David Mayer here at Spanish Fork High School and their lovely new stadium. And don't forget our sponsors. We have Lance Wilson State Farm, MVP Sports, Triple T Heating, Cooling and Plumbing, Two Jacks Pizza, Mikhail Thompson and Hunter, Attorneys at Law, Driggs Mortgage Team, and Clegg's Auto. You've been watching Spanish Fork 17's coverage of high school soccer. Well, it looks like I was wrong on that one. We are probably going to be playing overtime by the looks of it. Referee having a discussion with both coaches and some of their lead players. Both teams have a team on the field, and I think we have to wait and see what the referee says here. And it's Spanish Fork High School with the score standing at 2-2 at the end of the game. Referee, don't know why he needs to have a discussion if it's going to be overtime. So I think that might come down to whether the teams want to play it. Both coaches walk away. There's still a Spanish Fork team on the field. The Salem Hills high school coach, he just nods at his team. He doesn't say anything about, okay, let's go to the bus. So it looks like we are going to be playing overtime. Spanish Fork, their team's in a huddle. Referee giving some instruction to the lead players in both teams. And they pass that on. Referee into the center, so looks pretty certain that we're having overtime here. Don't know if there's enough time for the teams to manage to. It took a long time to get that first goal. Have to wonder if, and both of these teams are so close. It's going to be tough to get another goal and hold it. Spanish Fork look like they'll be playing from the right. Salem Hills prepared now. Kickoff will be from Spanish Fork. Referee checking on both teams. 10 minutes of overtime here. Referee still checking. Overtime on. Spanish Fork keep possession from the kickoff. They make the run away, but they lose possession from the angle. Salem Hills with the long throw. They have the faster runners, but the overlap works for Spanish Fork. Salem Hills with the throw. They send it into the box, but it's not a good angle for doing much. And that'll go out. Spanish Fork with the goal kick. Spanish Fork. They have space going forward. They give it away. Salem Hills with space on the right. That's the kind of space they often have. Goalkeeper will have to come out. She plays it short, so they keep possession. Spanish Fork still have it. Long way back. Too strong on the pass. Spanish Fork fighting for it. And they get the deflection to send it forward. But it's still lots and lots of Salem Hills possession we're seeing here. You're not going to score if you don't kick the ball. And Spanish Fork have got to get control, get possession. Salem Hills, they have the space on the right. They cut back to the centre, drop it back towards the centre. Shot. Great save. Well anticipated by the goalkeeper as well. Watched it all the way, positioned herself to just take it out there and drop and stop. Spanish Fork. Looked like they were just sending it forward. They go right. Have 2 players forward, they go the long one. It's too long. But all Salem Hills can do is clear it off the field for a throw in on the far side. Spanish Fork. They send it into the box, but give it away. But Salem Hills can't keep possession. Spanish Fork with it. Need to send it in. Too strong an angle. Salem Hills happy to let it go out and take the goal kick. Unless it's a corner on the near side, it is indeed. So Spanish Fork, they need to change the plan on the corners. Bring it in front of goal. The defender's there for that very purpose. They take the shot. Doesn't get over the goalkeeper. Then they need to go to the far post, top corner. Spanish Fork, they bring it down. They keep control of after all the deflections. They have space on the right. They go forward. Take it through the centre. They just kick it off the cleats of the Salem Hills player. They take possession as a result. They're facing away from the goal though. Not anymore. In front of goal, but it's getting away. Spanish Fork will have the goal kick. Substitutions first. I think those will actually be finished before we get the ball back on the field. Yes, looks like they were. Goal kick, Spanish Fork. If they can go far onto this left side, they have a good option. It was away from the crowd. Spanish Fork. They just get in the way. They go left. They got the chance forward. They need to make the pass. They got the run. They put it into the centre. It's up in the air. They keep control. But there's 3 crowded players from Salem Hills. They just block it off and clear it. Spanish Fork will have to throw in on that far side. They keep possession. They have options in the centre and the far side. The far side one looks better. Harwood. She can't keep possession, but she does get the pass in. And the cross goes too wide. Spanish Fork and Salem Hills will make some substitutions here, and then there will be the goal kick from Salem Hills. They send it up in the air. Spanish Fork take it away. They got to pass quickly, and it breaks away from them. Goalkeeper will take that. Sends it back forward. Just keep it in the Salem Hills half. Salem Hills. They send it wide. They have the runner. Defender won't make it. They send it into the centre. Ooh. So close. Salem Hills sending it over the bar from right in front of goal. Would have taken some very good goalkeeping to save that. Salem Hills keep it on field, but Spanish Fork have it. Taking too long, Spanish Fork. While the Salem Hills player was down and getting back up, the Spanish Fork defender should have just sent it into the Salem Hills half. Spanish Fork. That kind of thing, I mean. Salem Hills aren't going to score there, but but Spanish Fork might. That's really the thinking on that. Spanish Fork with the throw. Harwood. Goes out again. Throw in towards the box. Salem Hills with the clearance. Spanish Fork can't control it and stop it. Salem Hills send it forward. It's breaking away. It's about the runners again. Spanish Fork have the better runner this time. They put it out for safety. Substitutions before the throw-in. Salem Hills have the long throws. Looks like that's what they're doing in front of the box. Spanish Fork can't send it one way or the other. Salem Hills don't have the power in the shot though. Spanish Fork tried to send it into the other half. They don't manage it. They're still fighting for it though. Harwood can't control it. She tries to keep it in. Doesn't quite make it. She's one of the few players who's chased the ball that looks like it's going out. Salem Hills with the long throw. Spanish Fork drop it back. Send it forward. Salem Hills in front of goal. They break away from Spanish Fork. Send it to the back post. Oh dear. That was impressive. Salem Hills with some urgency to take this. They keep it low. Doesn't reach anyone. We reach the end of that period of added time. Don't know if we're doing a second block of it. Referee looks like he's we're going to stay on there for just a moment while we check whether there's going to be a second 10-minute period. Don't think the 40 minutes on the scoreboard is for real, but the referee puts the ball in the centre circle. That's what I was waiting for. So we're going to have another period of added time, and we'll wait for that to start. Just before we do, actually, let me remind you once again of our sponsors. Lance Wilson State Farm, MVP Sports, Triple T Heating, Cooling and Plumbing, Two Jacks Pizza, Mikhail Thompson and Hunter, attorneys at law, Driggs Mortgage Team and Clegg's Auto. Our thanks to them for helping us bring you this game. Welcome back to this period of added time at Spanish Fork High School. Score stands at 2-2, Spanish Fork 2 and Salem Hills 2. So there's been one 10-minute period of added time, and it looks like we're playing to the second one. From what we understand, it's sudden death. First team to score wins. So that's what I misunderstood at the end of the game, was that I thought what was being said over the PA was that because Spanish Fork had scored first, that they had won the game. But no, it was that we have 2 periods of added time, and the first team to score during them is the winner. That would mean that we have penalties if we still don't have a winner, I think. So Spanish Fork with a throw-in on the far side. Spanish Fork playing in black from left to right. They can't find a way through. Salem Hills, a throw into the box. They keep possession. They go to the line. But Spanish Fork can make the contact and put it out for another Salem Hills throw. They tried to send it long into the box. Salem Hills, they couldn't take control of it. Spanish Fork clear it. That was a wise thing to do, is just get it out the way. And that'll go out for the Spanish Fork throw. Spanish Fork, there's space on this right side. The team's going forward. They use the space. They cut infield, then send it forward. They still have possession. Into the space on the edge of the box, but the defender's going to be there. And all the defender wants to do is play safe and put it out. Spanish Fork throws aren't quite as long as the Salem Hills ones, but that gets into the front of the box. Shot's all it needs. There it is. Absolute excitement from the Spanish Fork bench as the coach and the whole team run onto the field to congratulate their players. First goal wins it in the periods of stoppage time. Spanish Fork the first to score from that excellent throw-in that was just let continue into the box, into the space in front of goal. And with that space, all it took was a hard kick into the back of the net. Spanish Fork winning it there. So Spanish Fork High School 3, Salem Hills High School 2 here at Spanish Fork High School. And you're watching this game on Spanish Fork 17. It's been a wonderful game. Both teams showing that they have the very highest quality. And I think the score, the fact that we had to play stoppage time, the fact that we had a tie at the end of the normal game time shows how close these teams were. So our thanks to them for letting us be here to cover the game, and our thanks to our game sponsors, Lance Wilson State Farm, MVP Sports, Triple T Heating, Cooling and Plumbing, Two Jacks Pizza, Mikkel Thompson and Hunter, Attorneys at Law, Driggs Mortgage Team, and Clegg's Auto. This is David Mayer for Spanish Fork 17. Thanks for watching.